Hello, folks, and good evening. Welcome back to yet another late night live stream here on the D-Ha channel, featuring me, D-Ha. Now, tonight, we're playing more Spirit of Justice. But once again, Maya Fey is the defendant. Some things never change. Let's get started, shall we? This may be yet another short one. Let's see here. Yeah, I've had a very busy day, and the fatigue may or may not hit later on, so we'll see. Alright. Let us begin. Day one of the trial. Will this be a multi-dayer? Part of me doubts it, because there seems to be a key character in this game, a key player, in this case, that has not been formally introduced yet. Because he's been praying this whole time. This guy. This guy's also pretty sus. We'll see. I wasn't able to find any conclusive evidence yesterday. I can figure out Lady Kira's motive for threatening the High Priest. And maybe. Oh, money. Yeah, anyone with that much facial hair has gotta be sus, right? Nick, today, well, don't look so down, Maya. I'm gonna defend you with everything I've got. Oh, is this who I think it is? You would do well to cease this insanity while you still can. Oh no, it's not Samadhi. As I said yesterday, I'm going to defend my client in court. Wow, Rafa herself is, blessing us with her presence. Well, know this. You shall not witness a miracle of the sort that occurred last time. The moment she is found guilty, you too will be found guilty of abetting the accused. Never claimed to be a miracle maker, but I am good at discovering truth. And unlike miracles, the truth is always waiting to be found. The truth, you say? Then it seems you have chosen your fate. This shall be your very last trial. Holy shit, this girl wants me dead. What did I do to you? Nick, I'm going to prove you innocent, Maya. You'll see. After all, you have to introduce the plumed Punisher, the warrior of Neo Twilight Realm, to the folks back home, right? Oh, that really pumped her up. Right. I may be a defendant this time, but I'll be by your side like always, Nick. Thanks, Maya. Place is tough on lawyers. I'll need all the help I can get. Wait, is she allowed to just sit or stand next to me at the defendant's side? I mean, she's the defendant, but I don't know if she's allowed to stand with the defense. Plus, it's always good to have you on the team. Well, it's time. Let's go. It's gonna be like old times. May 11th. High Court of Kurain. Oh, she is here.
Let the trial of Maya Fey begin.
The defense is ready, Your Majesty. There he is. Oh, hey, Niv. Oh, yeah, good point. Yeah, no lawyers means, I guess, no one else to sit in that spot than the defendant. Huh? This is our first time meeting. I believe, maybe? I don't know. They really pulled a fast one on me with the whole Apollo thing. Like, we went through the whole trial with that guy, and at the very end, he's like, oh yeah, by the way, Sadmati, you've changed. Like, what the fuck?
Quiet. Can't you see Prosecutor Sadmati is absorbed in silent prayer?
Wait, the trial's barely started and the judge is already mad at me. Oh, this takes me back. He's very devout for a prosecutor.
Hmm? Why is the accused standing over there?
Oh, now they're confused as to why she's here. I guess this isn't normal. Oh, well, Your Majesty, in addition to being the accused, she is also my assistant.
The accused is your assistant, you say? Very well then.
I guess I'll just let that slide, sure.
A criminal does indeed make a fitting partner to a lawyer with a defiled soul.
That wasn't very nice. And they really captured her, like, old sprite energy in the 3D models for this game. I'm impressed. This case really frustrated you at first? Oh man. I hope I don't experience that. Yeah, well, bad-mouthing lawyers seems to be a custom of sorts here in Korean.
I must say, I am surprised to see you still here in Korean, Mr. Wright. And even more so to find you in the Hall of Justice once more. I cannot fathom why you would willingly risk your life in yet another trial.
The answer is simple, Your Majesty. I'm a lawyer, and this is what lawyers do. Although to be frank, I'd rather be anywhere but here right now. It's all because of Maya. Such foolishness.
Ah, Prosecutor Sadmati, are you ready to begin now?
Yes, Your Majesty. The prosecution is ready. Let us begin without further delay. But first, I promise you both this. I will cast your wicked souls into the fires of hell. Thus shall the soul of the victim attain salvation.
Ha 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 ha. Splendid. I would expect nothing less of you, Prosecutor Sadmati.
Please save the victim's soul, Prosecutor Sadmati. Punish the wicked lawyer who dares stop these last rites. I think I'll pass on that whole fire and brimstone deal. But I'm not surprised by your words or stance, considering what Apollos told me about you. Oh, he got the tea. Yeah, Apollo told me all about his ex. So it was you who instilled that putrid lawyerly guile within him. Putrid? What? He too must soon face the fires, lest his soul be lost to redemption. I'll have you know, he was a lawyer before he joined my office. But I shall send you on ahead, so that he will not be lonely when he arrives. Sorry, but I'm afraid it won't be that easy. People say I never know when to give up. Nervous, Maya? A little. Feels like it's been ages since we stood side by side like this in court. When was the last time they were next to each other like this? Ace Attorney 3? Case 3-4? Yeah, probably. Too bad I'm the defendant. Don't worry. We haven't lost a case together yet? Yet. You're right. Let's give this everything we've got, Nick.
Now then, Prosecutor Sarmadi, would you please explain the case at hand?
Of course, Your Majesty. Let us begin the last rites of the victim. Oh, 3-3. Your case 3-4 was goated. Thing is Mia. I loved it. Maya Fey has been charged with the crime of murder. The victim of her heinous crime was High Priest Tarast Inmi. He was conducting the purification rite when he was brutally slain.
And the cause of death?
Let us review the victim's autopsy report and the crime scene photos, shall we? Fucking shriveled up dude. Cause of death was blood loss from a stab wound delivered to the abdomen. The murder weapon was likely the Warbat dagger, which was used in the rite.
Likely, not confirmed.
However, the weapon has yet to be found, though the scene was thoroughly searched.
A sacred relic used as a tool of murder. The Holy Mother's wrath shall be most severe.
The murder itself took place at the height of the purification rite. The accused had donned Lady Kira's sacred robes, and the victim was there to offer prayers as a high priest of Koreanism. Got the schematics. During the rite, the victim and accused were the only two at the inner sanctum. Therefore, the only person who could have slain the victim is Maya Fey. I mean, I don't want to jump the gun, but it feels like the obvious solution here to this locked room problem is that it wasn't a room in the first place because there's no ceiling and anyone could just jump in from the top. And indeed, we saw the remnants of a makeshift parachute. So that's the angle that we have to go for, but even with that solved, there's still all the steps in between of what they actually want, right? So I shouldn't tunnel vision on that for now.
I must say, that does cast a great deal of suspicion upon the accused.
Indeed. Now then, allow me to submit this diagram of the crime scene as evidence in this case. In Koreanism, slaying a priest is a sin most grave and dreadful. As such, Maya Fey's soul shall be plunged into the lowest level of hell, the hell of tickling. What? Excuse me? There she shall be tickled without end for 500 million years. Okay. Who made this religion?
That is a terrible fate indeed. Would the defense care to respond?
Here, I thought the lowest level of hell was the hell of back pain. I don't remember killing anyone, and I don't have that dagger or anything like it. As my client stated, she has no memory of the event as described by the prosecution. But more importantly, she had no motive to kill the high priest in the first place.
Objection!
I thought you might say that. Nevertheless, how many butterflies does this guy have in his pocket? Or is he just Does he have that Disney princess aura, you know? The meaningless prattle of lawyers is utterly ineffectual here in the Hall of Justice. Oh, so that's how you want to play, Nayuta? You want to play on your own turf? Well, it's not like he got to choose. I was here by my own choice. All we will be made clear by her benevolence, Refa Padma Korean's insights. Even so, Nayuta's acting all smug. Even though he's he just lost brutally last time. He had to go home to have any chance of winning.
So it is, and so it shall be. The divination seance reveals the truth for all to see.
Bars? Here we go again.
Bailiff, please show in the royal priestess.
Do your dance, girl. It's Princess Refa. Oh, how beautiful her benevolence looks again today.
Glory to the Holy Mother for this blessed day.
As popular as ever, I see. Refa's practically an idol here. And these are her concerts. Rest assured, good people of Korean, I will defeat this murderer and her abettor. They shall not escape on their freedom expressed today. Didn't we just mention that to her? She learns quick.
What a joy it is to have the royal priestess back in the Hall of Justice. May the Holy Mother grant us her divine favor. Urdihara Kurain.
She sure looks pleased with herself. Especially for someone who didn't know what a Freedom Express was until yesterday. Is there something stuck to my face, barbed head? No, nothing, Your Benevolence.
Now then, Your Benevolence, the divination seance, if you please.
Very well. Nena, my robe. You can get the voice acting again?
O Holy Mother, we hold this divination seance in your name.
This one line of dialogue throws me off every time.
Let the eyes of everyone here be clear, and our ears be unstopped. O dance of devotion, guide the victim's soul to me, so that we may receive their final memories in the pool of souls.
Oh, I can skip this? I don't know. Do y'all want to watch Refa dance? Maybe this will get old the third time, but I'll let this one play. Ooh, hit it. Ooh. Kill him. Slay. Oh my god, it's not over. You know what it's giving? It's giving Fire Emblem Fates Conquest. If you know, you know. Groans of increasing discomfort. There she is. What's up, Maya? He's doing his little prayer. There's a light on both ends. Reading his prayer. Wind. Hello there. Incense. Footsteps. Why is he running into it? Pain. Such an odd perspective. Yeah, I totally agree. The conquest dance was like pretty top tier.
The victim's Mitama has spoken. The divination seance is complete.
Great. Now they're clearly incriminating seance vision. You would not be any clearer, O fell defense. You know, it's a shame that we never got to see that dancer again, though. Mysterious girl who looks a lot like Azura, but you know, never found her. I feel like she would have been a fan favorite. The accused donned the sacred robes of Lady Kira and then attacked the victim.
Oh, how very terrible it must have been. The figure of Lady Kira lit against the dim lantern light, the scent of incense growing ever more potent as she drew near. One can almost sense the horror Abbot in me must have felt.
It's another butterfly. The facts as presented by her benevolence are indisputable. But that wasn't me. Do something, Nick. I'm working on it. Nick, do something. That couldn't have been any clearer. Looks like I've been in for another uphill battle. The accused committed this vile act during our ancient tradition, the purification rite. Come to think of it, the Wright's Guide explains the multi-part purification rite in detail. Transformation rite. A priest reads scripture while a priestess dons the robes of Lady Kira. The rite of water. Lady Kira enters the spring, and the high priest purifies her along with her dagger. The rite of fire. The priestess circles the sacred flames to purify her soul. Water than fire. Indeed. It would seem that the murder occurred during the transformation rite. The rite dictates that the high priest stand in front of the spring. Therefore, the accused must have attacked him from the direction of the broken lantern. Well, barbed head. Yeah, I love this pose. She looks so sure of herself. So proud of herself. Would you care to object?
Of course. Because I know my client is innocent.
So you say. You truly do not know when you are beaten, do you? Girl, it hasn't even been like 10 minutes in court. I managed to pull it off last time with Albie. Just have to do it again.
You intend to find fault with their benevolence insights yet again? It would seem lawyers are pulkunen.
Pulkunen?
Pokudan creatures indeed.
Look at that Polkunen. 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 What exactly is a Polkunen? Someone who's a real piece of work, so to speak.
You can call me anything they want. The only thing I care about is uncovering the truth.
So, Barbed Head, are you foolish enough to risk your life for your so-called truth? Because my insights are the truth. To deny them is to willingly dig your own grave.
Is she just gonna forget about what happened last time?
Insight. Going straight into it, huh? The victim commenced the purification rite by bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. Okay, but for one of the lanterns was broken, so why in the insight do we see two lights? As the first part, the transformation rite ended, he lowered the sutra. Suddenly, he heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. It was then that the victim felt an intense pain. I believe this is when he was stabbed. As his life's blood spilled over, his vision dimmed till finally he passed from our world.
Rest in peace.
That is everything the victim experienced in his final moments. Dressed in the robes of Lady Kira, the accused rushed the victim head-on. The brutal stabbing she excuse me, I cannot read. The brutal... Ugh. One sec. I need to recompose myself. Thanks, money. The brutal stabbing she perpetrated could not have been any clearer. Yes, it is plain for all to see. No, it wasn't me. Sudden drowsiness came over me during the transformation rite. Sudden drowsiness? Okay, well, either she was drugged or she spontaneously channeled something. I didn't even get a chance to put on Lady Kira's robes. You waste our time with such meaningless statements, accused. You cannot explain away the truths revealed by the loyal priestess's divine insight. Oh. How did you end up finding contradictions last time? Deceased's final memories include all 5 senses. Oh, you mean those words that appeared in the Pool of Souls? How convenient for them to, those words in English. Maybe the spirits were, like, feeling bad for us or something. They're like, okay, dude, we know you're on the back foot. We know these guys are idiots and they can't interpret shit, so, here you go. It looked to me like the bigger the word, the stronger the sensation was to the victim. Yeah, but that's how it looked to me too. Sensations themselves are never wrong, only their interpretations. That's why I tried to point out mistakes in Rafa's insights the last time. So there could be contradictions between what Abbot Imi felt and her insights, huh? You got it. I'm going to find them this time too. Should I check how to point out contradictions in Rafa's insights? I think I'm good. Nah, I remember how it works. She's probably trained to write out the senses that she interprets or something to that effect. I'm willing to believe you. Still, sensations this time seem to fluctuate more than the ones from Albi's trial. In which case, I better keep an eye on changes in their intensity too. So we have a new layer, huh? Okay, time to point out the sensations that contradict the insights. Bowing to the lanterns and reading a sutra. Wait, did you post something? I didn't get anything from Automod. So unknown. Incense, pain. Let's try that again. And the first part, the transformation, Wright ended. He lowered the sutra. Oh, weird. God damn it, Automod. Really, every time, like, in the past, Automod let me, like, permit certain chats. Oh, yeah, I should probably do this. Okay. Let's just watch through this again. So, at this time, both lanterns were lit, clearly. His, sensations were never wrong. He's taken a long time to read this. He's, wind. Okay. Incense is getting very strong. Footsteps, pain. He heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. I feel like that's the key here. See how the I need to like get to this point. Here. So wind. He heard the accused approaching footsteps and smelled her incense-laden robes. I mean, that's technically not wrong. It's correct. Intense pain. Okay, how intense are we talking? So wind. Incense and footsteps. So at this point, the incense is pretty small. Footsteps are quiet. Why is he approaching? It looks like he's swimming towards, or like approaching this figure. You know what? I have a crack theory. The murder weapon wasn't confirmed yet, right? And we saw like some pretty sharp objects here at the what's it called? Shrine, the sanctum. Like I did mention, maybe this like spiky part of the statue could impale him. So maybe, just maybe, this is him falling. But I'm not sure how he would fall just after reading a sutra. Like, after all, Maya was in front of him at first, then he looked down, and then suddenly, like, how would that make him fall? That is what I do not know. So honestly, incense is really powerful here. The footsteps are are still quiet. Wouldn't the footsteps intensify if he's closer? So maybe that's what I need. That's what I want to present.
Objection!
Looks like I'm right. The victim supposedly heard the accused approaching footsteps. Did he really? I'm goated. For real. Goated with the sauce. My brain is simply massive. What nonsense is this? Is it not abundantly clear? No, it's not. Because there is something strange about these footsteps. Strange? Explain yourself, Barbed Head. The footsteps are strange because they don't get any louder. They're not getting any louder.
Why exactly does that matter?
Please focus your attention on the incense the victim smelled. The scent grows stronger as the accused approaches. If the accused really had approached the victim, the sound of her footsteps would have grown louder as the scent of incense grew stronger.
But why? That makes perfect sense. How can this be explained, your benevolence?
Well, there must be a reason.
Objection!
It is as they say, even a putrid worm of a lawyer will turn. What does that mean? Took the words right out of my mouth. Maybe I am Phoenix Wright. He's not exactly singing your praises, that's for sure. Still, we cannot discount this information solely on account of its lawyerly source. Your benevolence? Perhaps you must listen more carefully to the abbot's mitama. Listen more carefully? What's he talking about? Yes, it would appear so. I shall try to refine the sensation. Refine the sensation? She can do that? I can more accurately gauge sensations by deepening my communication with the mitama. Why did you just do that in the first place? Sarmati literally just told her to enhance. Rafa, enhance. I didn't know you could do that. Why have we never done this before? There'd be too many mechanics for a tutorial, Phoenix. By refining in sensation, a clearer picture of the truth can be discovered. Oh, blessed Mitama, I beseech you, hear me now and respond to my call. Bells. Okay.
Footsteps change into bells. What could this mean?
Bells? But the only bells at the scene of the crime were... Oh, the jingling must have come from the Abbot Imley's bells. You those big things he had on his ankles? Well, there you have it. The sound of bells was from the High Priest's own footsteps. Then that means... If the footsteps belonged to the victim himself, it means it was the victim who was moving, not the accused. Okay, yeah, that's what I had guessed. That's what I noticed first, that the victim was moving toward the Lady Kira figure. The victim was the one who went running toward the broken lantern from the spring. A far cry from what her benevolence insight would have us believe. Now that's a new problem, though. How did the body get to the fountain if he had walked away from it?
Why would the victim have approached the accused?
Maybe he was trying to defend himself.
Please explain.
He could have felt threatened by Lady Kira standing in there with a dagger. If so, he might have thought to overpower her before she attacked. Still your voices. This is nothing but a theory, and a poor one at that. Oh, look at her all embarrassed. But be not be led astray by this lawyer's obvious postulation.
Objection!
But his insolence is inexcusable. I would ask that you calm yourself, your benevolence. Is there something you would care to say, Prosecutor Sadmati? Even if it was Abbot Inmi who moved, it does not negate the accused crime. What do you mean? The accused was likely waiting for the high priest to approach. And as he neared, she plunged the dagger into him. It is as simple as that. Oh, right. Doesn't change much, does it? Yes, it is as the prosecutor has said. In fact, it is as I meant to say all along as well. Right. And that's why you were so shocked when you first heard it. Understand now, lawyer. That contradiction you conjured up has come to naught. Once I hone my insights, it will vanish. It will vanish like the dying rays of the sun. I don't know why that was so hard to say. See, the fact that it was Abbot Inmi who moved changes nothing. Come on, Phoenix, you gotta keep your cool. The prediction I pointed out must mean something. One sensation changed after Princess Rainfa changed her vision. Stands to reason that something else might have changed too because of the refinement. I should focus on any sensations that have changed while searching for more contradictions between them and her insights. Alright, I'll try. And incense bells, water, pain. So why did he feel water? Does it matter what line I select here specifically? You rush the accused and try to fight her off by the broken lantern. Well, if it was by the broken lantern, then why would there be water there? Because the water is far from it.
Objection!
Bingo. Easy. Hold it. We know the purification rite was performed exactly as it was supposed to be. That's easy. The customs governing the rite are very clear, and Abbot Imi would have adhered to them. Well, that's strange.
Mr. Wright, would you care to explain what is so strange?
Yes, I would ask you to consider the sound of the victim's footsteps. The sound of bells changes to the sound of water at one point. What's this? It's simple. The victim must have stepped in some water. Oh? Yes, and the only source of water in the inner sanctum is the spring. And therein lies the contradiction. What contradiction? I believe the rite started out as it should have. The victim stood with his back to the spring, and the accused stood right in front of him. But now we know that the victim had moved into the spring.
Well, Pokuka, that is absurd.
This means the accused's location differs from what her benevolence insight indicates.
Then, where do you promise the accused stood once? Where do you propose the accused stood once she donned Lady Kira's robes?
What? Footsteps? You mean near the spring, because that's where the priest walked towards.
Take that!
Until this moment, we've all just assumed that Amy and Miss Faye were standing where they were supposed to be, as shown in the Wright's Guide. In short, the victim should have been standing with his back to the spring and the accused in front. However, if that is how they were really standing, he couldn't have stepped into the spring as he approached her. Problem is, the victim did step into the spring. I'm getting tired already. I don't know why. Wish she could go longer. This can only mean that Miss Faye had actually been standing in the water.
But what if this is true? Then their positions would have been completely reversed. What is going on here, Miss Faye? We're really stampeding in the spring.
I'm sorry, but I barely remember anything about the rite. High Priest would never make such an obvious blunder during the rite.
That's enough!
Be that as it may, this does not overturn my insights. It doesn't? Let us say the accused was standing in the spring. So what? So what? This completely reverses the positions is what? The positions different from what is customary is rather curious. However, what's that change? It certainly does not erase the accused's brutal crime. You guys have a point there. You lawyers are an absurd breed. Never thinking ahead, you cling to the first insignificant contradiction you can muster. Sounds like Princess Rafe had a pretty good grasp on what lawyers are all about. Oh, Maya. Where would I be without your brutally frank commentary right now? Is this contradiction really meaningless? Something really doesn't feel right. Did it take a wrong turn somewhere? I will now amend my insight to account for this new truth. Try to fight her off by the poolside lantern. Now the contradiction is no more. But the truth of the matter still stands, no matter how stubbornly you deny it.
What do you have to say for yourself now, Mr. Wright?
Yeah, that's all I can say. Nick. Your Majesty, this lawyer may have raised a trivial objection, but her benevolence's insights have no further inadequacies of any kind.
Yes, so it would seem.
Oh god, I can feel myself barely clinging on to consciousness, like about to fall asleep. Let's see how much further I can go. Wait a second, but there is another contradiction. Still you flounder about, wretched beast, though you rack a putrid brain of yours. Nothing worthwhile will come of it. Maya, please tell me you remember something that'll help us out here. Sorry, I really don't remember a thing. You serious? I don't know, channel me or something. Now that the place I was standing in has changed, who knows? That alone may cause a new discrepancy with Princess Rafe's insights. That's right. We now know that Maya was standing in the spring. A major change like that could very well produce a contradiction. Or maybe it wasn't Maya at all. It was just the, should take another look at the inner sanctum diagram in the court record. From where Maya and Abbott and me were standing. Focus my finding on any discrepancies. Yes, yes. Alright, I think I'll end it here because I can feel myself nearly drifting in and out of consciousness, so I'll do the responsible thing. Also, I need to wake up early tomorrow, so even more reason I should stop. Sorry about the short stream, but I hope you enjoyed regardless. Yeah, you too, Niv. Thank you all for watching, everyone. I'll be back Sunday night for the usual. You know where to find me. I hope to see you there. But until then, have a great rest of your night. Take care of yourselves. Be safe. Be well. All that good stuff. We should save here, huh? Alrighty. See you later.